Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this episode I'm going to be teaching you some JavaScript. So right now I'm on a website called Codepen.io. Now this website is like an online area for coding. Now you might have heard of Trinket.io before. Now this is basically like for Python and stuff, but it doesn't really allow you to do much JavaScript, so yeah. But Trinket's not very reliable. You can't really do much JavaScript in it, and lately I've been obsessed with JavaScript, so bye bye Trinket. Codepen, however, so if I go to, you only need to create an account, by the way, to be able to do all this. It's like a way of sharing your JavaScript and websites, HTML, CSS and stuff with other people. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to put some JavaScript on it. So all you need to do is create an account and click click create and then new pen. And then this is what it looks like when you first open up Codepen. So over here is where you can rename your project. So I can name it Pink Fluffy Balls. And then in these boxes are where you type your HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Here is where the program runs, so if I type so it displays it here. And if you want to import things, say you wanted to add Bootstrap to your project, all you do is you click on the spanner, well, cog, and then you could add something like Bootstrap 4. And then also what you could do is you could get the link. So say I wanted to add P5.js, which is another library. What I could do is just copy this and then paste it in here. If you want to add something to your JavaScript, then you just press this, and then you can add like make it jQuery, stuff like that. But I don't really do that. And there's also a way of adjusting your view. So I can if I just want to be viewing my thing, I can bring this all the way up here so that I can see it. If I want to just be doing HTML, I can just drag it away, and then I can just type my HTML. If I just want to do CSS, drag it along, and same with JavaScript. But I normally like them to have like little center. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your very own quiz in JavaScript. So I hope you're excited, and yeah. So the first step, of course, we will need to do some HTML for this. And Codepen links all these three together, so you don't need to worry about doing that either. So first of all, I might want to add like H1 saying like, welcome to my quiz. But of course, this looks very boring at the moment. My quiz in like default font and stuff. So that's where CSS comes in. Don't worry, we will be doing some JavaScript soon, but we just need to make our thing look pretty. So we do body, which basically is like your whole web page. And then what we can do is, if we want to change the color of the text, we can do color, colon, and then let's say maybe blue. And then go back in here, do text. I wanted to have a background, so background. So if I wanted, say, there's something called linear grid in it, but I won't go into that yet. So background minus color dot dot, and then we can do maybe like a nice little black, and then maybe we change the color to white so it matches it more. And if we wanted to center our thing, we do text minus origin.center. Okay, that was a lot thick, so I'll just explain what I did very slowly. So this bit was basically creating this piece of text, and then the CSS. This bit creates the background. This centers the text, and this changes the color of text. Now right now it has quite a boring font, but we can fix that. Don't worry, design matters in my world. So what we can do is we can do what's it called? So fonts.google.com. Now this is a place where you can find fonts to use in your HTML. So I'll just show you how you find fonts. So over here is where you can decide like if you want any categories. So I can maybe if I just wanted handwriting and those two. And then once I pick the one I want, the lobster font's my favourite, so I'm gonna pick that one. So I can, if you want to view what it will look like, say you want to type hello, I come in peace. So you can type in here, and then if you press the plus, it'll come up here like one family selected. And if you click on this, it'll give you some weird HTML stuff, but all you need to do is copy all of this, and then press Ctrl+C to copy, and go back to your Codepen, and then you just press Enter, in just here, and then you copy it, paste it here. But nothing's happened yet. It's not changing the font or anything. So we need to tell it to change that, because if you have like about 50 fonts and you only wanted to use one of them, and it was just picking the wrong one, that wouldn't be very good. So what you need to do in your CSS is inside the body tag is type font minus family colon, and then whatever name was your font was. If you can't remember the name of your font, have a look inside the link. It should say, so look, family equals lobster. So I can just copy this and put it in here. So now it looks really nice, and yeah. so now onto the actual JavaScript part. So in code, so the most basic JavaScript basically statement is console.log, then you press shift and press the 9 key, and it should make some brackets for you, and then just quotation marks and type whatever you want in here. So it can be like waffles are very very tasty. And now nothing's happening on our page yet, but if you click on console, it would say waffles are very tasty. And yeah, so that's basically like very basic JavaScript. So yeah. And nothing in JavaScript is comments. Now comments are like notes in your program. So say I wanted to write JavaScript program. So I can type that, or I can do more useful things explaining what the code does. So yeah. So you may be wondering, how do you get the website to actually ask the user what they want? So I'm going to show you how to do it now. So if you type var, this stands for variable, and that's basically like a container for you to store something. Then you need to type the name of that variable. Of that variable. It doesn't have to be anything special, but I normally like to give it a name so you can remember it later on. So I can give it a name, question, and then equal sign. And here you need to type prompt. Then press shift and 9 again, and then oh no, who's doing this again? I might quickly comment this out first, because you may get it several times, because Codepen auto resaves, so that means it runs it every time. So you may want to comment that out quickly, and then press quotation marks, and then type. You can type whatever you want. So do you like waffles? Now I'm just going to use quotation marks and save. So do you like waffles? Yes, I do. So that's how we do a basic prompt. But of course, you don't want it to do it every single time you do it, because that might surprise the user a bit. So I'll just delete this. So first of all, we also add a button. So maybe it would make a lot of sense to me if when you press the button to start the quiz. So you need to just do this tag thing, just like these, and then you type button, and then on click, no spaces and no capitals in that, then equals, space equals, and then you need to remember this name for later on. So I'll just call it start, and then you need to do 2 brackets after, and I'll tell you why later. Now we just need to close that off, and then here you type what you want your thing to say. So I'm just going to get rid of my CSS. I don't really want that. And then you're just going to type like start my fun quiz. Okay, so then save, and then on here you should see welcome to my quiz, start my fun quiz. When you press this, it doesn't do anything. So that's where some JavaScript comes in. And so what you need to do is type function, and basically a function is like basically creating your own method for you to call later and whenever you type it. So I can do that function hello, and then you don't need to do this by the way, and then console.log hi, and then if I call hello over here, that'll be like creating my own program. So then back to console, it should say hi. And I'm just going to delete this. So what we need to do is type function again, and now this is where your name from earlier comes in. So wherever you put in inside these quotation marks, you need to copy. So mine was just simply start and then start, and then you need to press shift and basically do these like curly brackets. And then inside these brackets, you can do whatever you want the button to do when you press the button. So pause the video for a moment and just use what you've learned so far in the video to make it ask the user a question. Okay, so I hope you didn't find that too hard. So what you need to type is var, then question, that's what I'm going to call it, and then equals prompt, brackets, and then do you like waffles? Okay, so now it should, when you press this button, do you like waffles? Yes. So if your code isn't working, here are a few debugging options. So first of all, check you've added the brackets inside here, and the on click is it hasn't got any capitals or spaces in it, so it's like on click. And then on inside your program, you have all the prompts and the var inside it. Now a good way to check if the the button's working is to type alert pressed button. So that's basically to tell you just like a developer note. So when I press this button, it will say press button, and then do you like waffles? Because of course mine's working. So yeah, so we've done very good so far. We've so far made it ask you a question and start the quiz when you press the button, which is good. But of course, the user can get it right whenever they want to. So whatever they do, they'll get it right. So what you need to do if you want it to be like say say your question was like true or false or something. So what you'd have to do to make sure like the user gets, so you need to type if, then press shift and 9 again. Then here you need to type the name of your variable, so question, and I'll just copy that, question. Then 2 equals signs, that's very important to remember, and then equals, and then quotation marks, and whatever you want the user to type. So I want it to be yes, because waffles are amazing and I like them. So wait, I might change my question a bit, so prompt, waffles tasty? So are waffles tasty? And then if they say, and then you need to do the curly brackets again, enter. Now here's the thing. You can't, if you delete these curly brackets, your code will have an error in it. So if I delete this, the code will get confused because all functions, loops, if statements, they all need to have a curly bracket, a closing bracket. A good way to remember is to add a comment after each curly bracket. So you can do like end of if statement, and then you can do here end of function. And then you can also do beginning of if statement. Beginning of function. So that's just a note to remember. And now we might go some space up in here. And now, what do you want your code to do when you press it? So there are a number of things you could do with it. You can make it do a unicorn on the screen. You can make it close the tab. You could make it play a sound. But what we're going to make it do is just tell the user they've got it right and then play a little sound. So to do that, we need to type alert. So you may remember that from when I showed you my little demonstration. And then shift and 9, and then quotation marks, and here you can type, well done, you got it right. And basically when we open the thing, are waffles tasty? Yes, they are. Well done, you got it right. So that's all our quiz has done so far. But what if you get it wrong? So I don't know. It'll do nothing. It'll just close the whole thing. I think it would be nice if we could tell the user they got it wrong. Because if we do else and then shift and press the curly bracket thing again. So now we just need to close this one off, and then we should move this comment over here. Because this else statement, basically, if this isn't true, so if the question, so if whatever the user typed in isn't correct, isn't yes, then we'll do whatever's in here. I want to do incorrect. So now I type else tasty. I don't know. Incorrect. I know if I type yes, then it'll say well done, you got it correct. So well done. So far you made a simple quiz which can ask you a question, and then depending whether you get it right or wrong, it will say a different thing. But what if you wanted to play a sound? So so if you open a new tab and type sound Bible, enter, and then click on this thing. So it's basically a website where you can find sounds and stuff. So say I wanted like correct. So I could get like a magic one, maybe. Or maybe you could go look at some other projects you've made. So you could look on Sound Bible for sounds. But I know on one of my other pens, you could go look at other people's projects to see what they've done. So I can go look at my own one because on this one, and then you can just see. Oh, I did find it on Sound Bible. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. And now in our HTML, yes, we do need to do some HTML for this bit. Need to do that crocodile clip sign. Then type audio source equals, and then paste in here the address to your sound. Now you may be wondering, how do you find this? How do you find the address? Find the address to the sound other than the thing. Now sadly, if you don't have a pro account on Codepen, you can't import your own stuff. So what I'm going to do is I might do like so hyena. The hyena laughing one, which I think is amazing. I'm creeping out though. So this is all the page that you'll get to, and then here you need to don't do the WAV one. You have to do MP3, and then if you right click on it and do copy link address, don't open the link in the new tab because that'll download it onto your computer, which won't do you any good. And then you just need to put it inside the links, but I think that I might do that one for my incorrect, the hyena laughing. And then all you need to do now is /audio. But there's another step you need to do. ID equals quotation marks and then correct. So what this bit is basically doing is giving this bit of this sound a unique ID. So I'm calling it correct. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah. And yeah. So I'm going to quickly add incorrect. So ID equals incorrect. And then I might call it sad. Source equals that. And then close it off. Good. So now you've done that, inside your function you need to type var, you may remember that from our question, and then I'll call mine hooray, and then equals, you need to do documents, which is basically your entire thing, dot get element by ID, no spaces in that, then brackets and then quotation marks and then whatever you gave your ID. So I called mine correct. I'll just type correct in here. And then when I get it correct, I can do, I might do it here. Correct dot play. Oh, I called it hooray. 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 So now if I do this, so now it'll give me like a da-da sound, and yeah, so now if you pause the video and give that a go. Okay, I hope you didn't find that too hard, and now all you need to do is do var, and then I'll do incorrect, and then equals document. Element by ID sad, and then over here you need to do incorrect play. Now now the hyena will start laughing and it will just freak you out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have fun creating JavaScript programs. And yeah, if you want to check out my Codepen to help you with debugging, I'll send you the link to it in the description of the video. And keep coding.